information provided on the Gravy Gang Guild podcast or any external branch related to this podcast, including Discord and social media platforms, is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing herein should be construed to be financial, legal, or tax advice or any advice for that matter. The content of this podcast is solely the opinions of the show hosts, who are not licensed financial advisors or anything of great importance, and does not reflect the opinions of our sponsors, who know not what may come from our mouths at any moment. Conduct your own due diligence and consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions.
And now it's time for Gravy Gang Guild Live, the show that really gets your gravy juices flowing, now extra meaty, with your hosts, Mystical Oaks, Gala the Kid, Gala the Gal, and me, Crypto Euclid. So sit back, crack open a can of our homemade gravy, and enjoy the show.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Greetings, everybody.
So we're here with the beautiful Bitbender, right? And we're waiting for Barbarian Berserker Window. Is that what's going on?
Barbarian Berserker Window is, I believe, who we are waiting for. He's quite the Barbarian Berserker.
She goes crazy. She does some berserking. Wait, what is berserking?
Small package, but she's feisty. What is berserking? Oh shit! Don't ask me questions like that. Do you want to know what is berserking?
Yeah,
really?
What is berserking?
We're having that question. Okay, so and this is I am not a historian, nor do I play one on TV, but berserking berserker was a going berserk was to go into an alcohol fueled rage. Getting so drunk and hopped up that you could charge into battle and take many, many wounds and take a large honor guard to Valhalla with you.
There you go.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It's good times, right? It's good times.
I didn't think that would be the Berserker mode, but that was a good explanation for it. Anyway.
Basically, it's Leroy Jenkins.
Okay.
That shit. Leroy! Yeah, that.
Right. So it's Old Norse, I guess. It says they were said to have fought in a trance like fury. All right, I got it.
There you go. On mushrooms, and mead.
Nice.
Mead is amazing, by the way. I vote that everyone make mead.
You drink it out of your horn.
I do. Mead is a fun hobby to have, and it's kind of cool because it's one of the few alcohols that you can make that is relatively difficult to mess up. So like you can make okay mead, and if it's not okay yet, just leave it there for a very long time and it becomes progressively more okay.
So how do you make mead though? Like what's the main ingredients for mead?
Honey.
Yeast?
Honey.
Oh, honey.
Yeah, the honey is the sugar. Okay, so you start with really, really decent honey. The cool thing about it is that, like, depending on the quality of honey you have or the type of honey, you get different flavors that come through. So, like, if you have a really deep clover honey, it might have a slightly different taste than something made with a sweeter honey that comes from, like, cherry blossoms, for example. So you start with that. You heat up water, dissolve the honey in the water, get it to a specific temperature, add the yeast, and you're off to the races. Put it in a fermentation vessel, and there you go. Or dump it in an oak stump and do it Viking style, whatever you want.
An oak stump. Like, wait, what?
Well,
Yeah.
not like a barrel. If you're going to go really crazy. The point I was getting at here is that they've been making this for a very, very long time. It's quite storied and old school.
Yeah, I was like, I'm short. I mean, I don't know if you want to call me Stumpy and everything, Phoebe, but okay.
Would you like some mead? Is that the point that you're getting at here?
I need some after this day.
There you go.
Insane.
I know, right? It's been a whole day. It's been a whole freaking day.
It's been a long one.
I love how you teach us something every time we talk to you.
Oh, I am a fucking gigantic repository of useless information. So.
We have to play trivia like on a Galverse. We'll do the karaoke followed by trivia.
I wish we would. That would be super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you have to be on our team.
Okay, deal.
Yes.
Deal. Wait, hold on. Wait. Before I agree to that, does any one of you know anything about pop culture?
No.
I
we
know
all
a little
suck,
bit
so
about
we're
that.
relying on you.
Okay, no. So this is the problem.
Every
This
once
is
in
the
a
problem.
while, sometimes. Yeah.
I used to go do trivia like on a fairly regular basis. There was this
Nice.
this pub that I used to go to in Bangkok where I would go do trivia, and
Right.
there were two really interesting things. The first is that I absolutely rock at everything except popular culture. So if it's happened within the last 30 years, I am unless it is my type of music that I like to listen to, I am unaware of its existence. You know, actors, actresses, none of those things like resonate with me at all. So I'm totally useless. The other thing is that at all trivia events there is an obligatory table of either old British men or old Australian men that know everything. They know all the things, and you're gonna get destroyed, completely destroyed by them because they know all of everything that has ever happened. They're basically God.
I don't think there's
Pretty
a pub or a club in Australia that doesn't do like some sort of trivia night at least once a week.
Oh, it's very, very common. I don't run into it in the US all that much though.
I'm not.
Like, right?
I mean, it used to be a little bit. There would be like, Friday. It was like a random night trivia night thing, and then you just would see it
Not
less and
Friday
less.
night.
So.
Friday
Yeah,
night
I was like,
is what they
wait,
use for
not
like
Friday.
cool people. Cool people
Right,
don't
right.
play trivia.
It was like Wednesday night disco night, Thursday night trivia night, and then the weekend
Exactly.
was
Thursday night, the night that everyone's like, yeah, I think I'm going to stay home tonight because tomorrow night's Friday night. When all of the people who
Right.
go play trivia are like, you know what? I don't want to go out. There's people out. Let's go to trivia night. It's Thursday. Nobody's ever there. That's exactly how that goes.
Right, exactly.
So let's
Yes.
let's talk about like crypto though. How are we doing?
Okay. Oh,
How's everyone doing? The blood in the streets. All holding up okay?
Well, actually, I really enjoy this sort of market. Like, I'm not saying it's good because people are losing money, but like I got into Cardano like around the time that it dropped in, I think it was like 2017. So like I brought like $1,000 worth, and then it dropped by like 98%. But then I just dollar cost averaged for like 2 years straight, like once a week, and like that ended up paying off a lot because I was buying it at like 7 cents per, like on average per Cardano, and then it went up to like $2 Australian. So,
Oh, very nice. Well done, sir.
So I think it's just
Mama.
the holding game, like the whole have strong hands thing and all the rest of it. Like crypto's always gone in cycles, so if you're gonna freak
for
out
sure.
now, like it's probably not a good asset class to be in.
If you're gonna freak out when things go down, when numbers go down, there really isn't a good asset class to be in. There really isn't. Like,
but like in traditional markets, so you might drop like 6 or 10%, like unless if it really crashes. But crypto can
Right.
drop like 50%, overnight. So the volatility's high.
very high volatility. But yeah, this is a thing that we've been through before. We will be through again. Don't freak out. Everything is going to be okay. It's good times.
Well,
I think good things can come out of this too.
One thing I was super impressed with, though, to be honest, was when Eric ended up putting that post in the Gala chat, pretty much talking about his experience and all the rest of it. Like, I think that's like fundamental for a strong leader. Like that actually reminded me of Like I was super happy with that. I feel really content like being in Gala at the moment.
Do you guys mind? Should I read that so everyone knows what it says?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, please. I've been on the road and I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, so Eric posted this thing, and for those of you who don't know Eric Schiermeyer is one of the founders of Gala Games, and also one of the co-founders of Zynga, and he also founded the company that went and built MySpace, and all of that. He was one of the guys that hired MySpace Tom, So he's been around a bit. And he posted this yesterday at 6:11 a.m. my time. And he says, "Hi, everyone. As I'm sure you're aware, the broader crypto ecosystem is going through a bit of a panic attack right now. I've seen this before many times in small ways and 2 times in absolutely massive and crushing ways. The first was during the Web1.com crash, and the second during the 2008 real estate disaster that caused the, quote, Great Recession. In both cases, we ended up succeeding in ways that most did not. MySpace was birthed from that dismal and dire time after the dot-com bubble burst, and Zynga rose from the ashes of the real estate disaster to eventually sell for $12 billion this year. All I will say now is that I personally view these moments as a chance for the real projects and companies to shine, and we will do whatever it takes to shine the brightest.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I think so too. It's and this is in our Discord at galagames.chat, so I highly recommend check it out.
Good. Yeah. I like when he comes in. He either comes in and he gives like his no fuck attitude, like I don't care. Like
What?
Like everyone.
Him?
Come on.
You're kidding. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I must have
no
the wrong
idea.
person.
It's probably the wrong person. Not
Yeah,
not
yeah.
him.
That's why we like
Surely.
him there, because he's real.
It was probably Bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm looking at the chat right now in the YouTube, and Hogswat is there.
Oh yes.
Hey, Hogswat. I like Hogswat. I still wear the Hogswat hat around. So
he sent you a hat?
Super, he gave me a hat at Galaverse.
Oh, at Galaverse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot he was there. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, we love Hal. We met Hal. Okay. We randomly were I guess I don't know what we were doing. We were up to shenanigans one night and we jumped in the I think the Gala Gold chat, voice chat. And Hal is in there. I think with some guy named Lee, which they have like an ongoing thing. I haven't seen the two together lately because I haven't been keeping up. But they were in there arguing about something. And then somehow we brought him right over to Gravy Gang. And then,
there you go.
Hal. It's just Hal. Hal's Hal, and he's like he's a big Gravy Gang guilder. He's like one of our favorite people. So
yeah, he's good times.
Yeah, he's so chill. But this is Hal. So if he's going to talk to you, it's always, I mean, he will call in on AMAs and he always sounds like this. He's like, I mean, he cuts out during everything. Like, no, I don't even know.
Some people are natural static magnets, I think.
Right. He probably has a filling. It's like the Lucille Ball thing with the picking up radio stations or something. I think Hal has that.
God, that's a reference.
Right?
Good Lord. Lucy, you got some splaining to do. Man, that's a deep cut there. I feel old.
Hal says not anymore. He has Starlink.
Yeah.
Yay, there you go.
I'll believe it when I see it, Hal.
Well, he's living in Hogswat country, so you can't expect him to have too good of internet.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
So what's your opinion on the current market, Bitbender?
Me?
Yeah.
I am totally like the thing that bothers me about it, and I'm gonna say some stuff here. I hope you guys don't mind. You don't mind if I say stuff, right?
No, we want you to.
One of the things. Okay, there you go. Perfect. One of the things. It's a good thing we're not live or anything. One of the things that really makes me proud is that from day one we have built Gala for the bear market. Okay, like we've built Gala for crypto winter. This is our territory. Okay, we can handle this shit. We have built the entire company to withstand all of this. And so while everybody else is freaking out and has lost, tons and tons of value and ability to function and work and things like that, we're still expanding. We're up at like 390 something people at this point in time. And we're still hiring. So we're expanding, we're growing, we're building 28 games in the pipeline, so much stuff in music and film and other areas. And we're built for this market. So I'm super, super happy about that and proud of that. So that's the first thing. The second thing, which is slightly less fun, is watching everybody else have terrible panic attacks about what's
Right.
going on in the market and
Hmm.
seeing the pain and the suffering. I get DMs constantly, people, asking questions that I, for legal reasons, cannot answer. You know what I mean? And it
Right.
it always bothers me because it's like I want to like reach out and give them a hug and say, "Really, guys, it's okay. It's gonna be fine." But I can't do that, So I have to like
Right.
just look at it and go like, "Oh, I wish I could make them feel better." I do that with other projects though that I believe in, where I'll like, "Hey guys, look, they're not going anywhere, okay? You know,
Right.
we're not going anywhere. We're not going to rug and run away or anything like that." And,
Right.
I don't think any of the other, well-established projects out there are either,
Yeah.
So we're all here to build something magical. That's the whole point. So while it sucks to see people suffer, I know that in the
Mm.
end it's gonna be okay, and the projects that make it through it are going to be the ones that really shine and blow the roof off things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like you look at any of like every couple of years, the top 10 in crypto changes. You know,
Oh
like
yeah,
projects succeed, projects die. Like that's just a part of like the market. So it's the
yeah.
people's
No,
rule.
it is. It is. I mean, the thing that bothers me though is that shit that we saw with Luna and UST, right?
Yeah.
Like stuff like that bothers me because my perspective, okay, my completely uninformed perspective on this. So I could be completely talking out of my ass and know nothing. Okay, just to be super super clear. My uninformed perspective on this says that that was a very intensely manipulated situation,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
and I don't know who did it. I have my suspicions, but I don't feel like getting sued, so I'm not going to mention them. Um, but for me to look at that, I just see that and see, all of the regulators and things looking at instances like that and saying, "See, this stuff is dangerous. We have to protect consumers." And, they do that with the best of intentions, but like some of these highly manipulated situations, like everybody has to stop doing that shit,
Yeah.
because it hurts everybody when that happens, which in
Yeah.
my mind is what I think they were trying for when this particular thing happened. But
Right. Hmm. Interesting.
yeah, I don't know. It's a mess. Some of this stuff is very Byzantine and very messy and not
Yeah. Well, I think
not easy to parse.
like
Right.
personally, like if I'm going to invest in a crypto, like I don't want to have gimmicks at all. Like I know that like Dogecoin's really popular with a lot of people, but for me, like it is a meme coin, and there's no
Yeah.
utility for holding it, so I just don't own it. So like
Yep.
I
Yeah.
like Cardano because like I can't remember what they call it. Like it's like a peer review. So like everything takes a long
Mm.
time, but everything's peer reviewed, and I like the
Yep.
tokenomics of Cardano. And then with Gala, with
Yeah.
the utility, like it's like it's the evolution of NFTs. You know what I mean? Like that's the JPEG NFT isn't going to last forever. Like people want to have something and own it.
Dude, just wait until you see what happens on the L1. Like it's so cool. It is so cool. The throughput and the ability to some of what we've been able to do with development so far is absolutely blowing my mind, and I'm super happy about it.
So like you probably can't give any dates or anything like that, but like how is everything going with the development of
Great, it's going really well. And no, I can't give dates. Um, Mostly, how do I can't give dates because I'm not the one that controls the marketing calendar.
Right.
That's one of the things that with like having almost 400 people in the company.
Mm.
It used to be I would hop onto something like this and I could uh, be very certain that when I said something that it was the absolute correct thing in terms of dates and development and things like that. But the reality is, with 28 games and 400 people and a massive marketing apparatus and and all of these other
Right.
things, I don't know because I'm sure I have been informed, but I have like 15 billion channels that I have to scan through. I'm in 12 hours meetings a day, like minimum. And
Baby.
and oh yeah, don't forget that. Took her first steps today.
Wow.
First
Get
steps.
out of here.
That's early.
Get
Yeah.
out. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
she's and now I have to like get serious about this whole baby proof the stairs thing.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, for the
yeah.
stairs.
Because prior to that it's like, yeah, it's okay. She kind of lays there like a little, grub and squiggles around and that's that. But now um she likes to do what my wife calls baby on patrol, which is where
Ah.
she just holds onto my wife's finger and walks everywhere now.
Oh, that is
And
so cute.
it's super adorable. She's so fast. Like she's so fast.
Right.
And that's like holding onto my wife's finger. Like soon she's going to be able to run on her own. Holy
Yeah.
hell, what am I going to do?
Right. You're gonna have to, baby proof the whole thing. You're gonna have like bumper pads up everywhere. It's just like, just turn the house
Yeah.
into like a pit of balls and
I guess, right?
yeah.
It's and the bummer is that the house that we live in was not a house that was designed for babies.
They never
Like
are.
it's a very, yeah, but it's like extra not designed for babies. It's like they built it out of razor blades and sharp edged pieces of stone.
Lovely.
It's terrible. But
Barbed wire.
anyway, yeah, no, seriously, it's like concertina wire chairs. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh no.
Well, you might end up getting lucky like us. Like, when our little man was like probably around 2 or 3 years old, probably was it a bit earlier than that, GTG? Like when he wouldn't go to the glass cabinet.
We never really had to baby-proof anything, but we didn't have stairs of death either.
Yeah, no, we didn't
Right.
have stairs, but like we had like a cabinet and it had like glass and plastic cups and all that sort of stuff. So we put plastic in one side, glass in the other. And then we essentially just told him, like, look, don't touch that one. You can play with the plastic ones. Like, he wasn't really verbal, but he could understand what you were saying. And we never had any problem.
Yeah, no, so the problem is that my daughter has absolutely every sign of being exactly like me when it comes to my respect for authority. Like when I was younger, my father used to say, "Someday you're gonna have a kid that's exactly like you."
My mom did that. It's the curse of you're gonna have a kid just like you. Yes.
And she's exactly like me. Like it's crazy. Like she does the same things. And like there has to be so much that is like secretly like hereditary that gets passed on that we don't really understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like genetics are crazy to begin with. Like my wife is Thai Chinese and I am a gigantic blonde dude. Okay. In that mix, the baby always has dark hair. Every single time. I've never seen.
I was so surprised. I was
Yeah,
like, get
I
out
know,
of
right?
here.
Blonde. Like not just blonde, but like radium blonde. Like it's super,
Right.
she's super blonde. Okay, and there is so much that she does that is exactly the type of thing that I do. You know, she like if you sneeze, she laughs at you. If you tell her not to do something, she looks at you and then will deliberately do that thing while holding eye contact with an absolutely dead expression. You'll be like, honey, you're not supposed to throw food, and she'll just look at you and then pick up a
And then
piece of
throw it.
banana and then just fling it while watching you, and you're just like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? So yeah, like the don't go play in this cabinet will immediately become a try to play in this cabinet as quickly as you possibly can the moment that nobody's looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we just got lucky, I think, so I don't think it's common.
Oh, it's goodness. It's good times though.
So how's your sleep now, though? Because like before, back in the day, pre-child, it was like 3 hours a night.
I still don't sleep. Still no sleep. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Right. He's like,
I have significantly cut down alcohol consumption though, so that's good.
okay.
So trying to make some healthier choices, so that I don't have a freaking stroke and die.
Yeah. No one wants that. Yeah.
No, nobody does. Nobody. Well, I mean, there's probably a few people.
Well, there might be a couple people.
They're the ones that show up in my Twitter feed every once in a while. But generally speaking, nobody wants that. I think.
Yeah. Generally
Fingers
speaking,
crossed.
no one wants that. Right. I think you're good. I think you're pretty well liked. So I think you're good. We would miss you.
I would miss me too.
Yes.
What about you guys? What's going on in your lives? And where's Wendy? What's going on? I was promised Wendy.
Me too. Well, she's actually been texting me. So yeah, I've sent her out on an important gravy emergency.
Oh, she's on a gravy emergency. Okay.
She's on a gravy emergency because I guess it's she's at the Gilly Gonka gravy factory right now. All right. No relation to Willy Wonka. We have had someone, I think, fall into the pit of gravy. And unfortunately, the Oompa Loompas are off today. It's apparently a big Oompa Loompa holiday. I don't know. I mean, and as we all know, WendyO is the smallest. She's the only one who can fit into those tubes. So
nice.
The whole gravy thing.
Hold on.
Folks, are you smoking already?
This is serious, Gigi.
The fun is if you Google Gilly Gonka Gravy Factory, there is only one result.
Is there a result?
There is a result, and I don't know what it like. It's like, what's wrong with my garlic, and then a like really long series of comments of people discussing garlic as of 3 months ago.
Oh wow, that must be so. Well, look at that. Anyways,
it's a thing. Somebody else had that thought at one point in time, so
go figure.
And the funny thing is I'm like, Gilly Gonka, that sounds vaguely Australian. Is she in Australia?
I cannot disclose where she is. Okay, we all know that her fans will rush upon her and she will not be able to do her task. So
Understood.
She was going to jump on regardless, but she was messaging me like, "Oh my god, I can't get Discord on my phone." She was having like breakdowns. I'm like, "It's okay.
Oh, no.
If you show up, it's okay. If not, she'll be here next week." She says so. Yeah. So
answer your other question though, Jason. We've been pretty invested in Spider Tank's mayhem at the moment.
Oh, good. How's that going for you guys?
Well, for me personally, just getting absolutely slaughtered. But it's been quite a lot of fun being able to play with new people and just come across, people you haven't seen before and everything.
It's fun, isn't it? I saw, who did I see the other day? I saw, was it you? No, it wasn't. It wasn't you, Oaks. I saw somebody else that I was playing against the other day.
Yeah, I haven't. I came across Robotron. I know you said you're running with him, but I didn't see you. And I did, and I played with Benefactor. Yeah, you know what's so funny? It's hilarious how, and you said that, and it kind of reminded me. It's like high school. Like you literally will see people on there that you haven't seen since like the first beta or something, and they remember you, and they're like, "Oh, hey, Oaks," and you're like, "Oh my god, hey, how are you?" You're having like this little mini chat while you're waiting for the game, and it's so funny. I know. It's so funny. It's like, how long have we been doing this? That's hilarious. There's like a whole little community of people who know each other, like the OG people, and
I love it. I absolutely love it. This is one of the things that I love about this is the community is just freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
I
Yeah.
know it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, and I was telling someone that I think it was Sherpa. Sherpa was jumping on to play a little bit, and he was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm like, it's okay. Usually, like this community is not that bad. Like they really aren't that bad. Like unless you're just shooting at a wall, then you're probably not going to get heckled. You're fine. So
I You know the sad thing is in one game I was doing so badly that I got kicked from the game with like a no contribution to team, like I was a bot. I'm like, oh man, that's rough. That's
hey, at least
rough.
that didn't happen to you on your esports team.
That's true. That would have been hilarious.
Oh
That would
my
have been
gosh, they should have
hilarious.
done that to you. You're
And
playing
then
and they just
the bots there are not they're not the smartest bots ever. Um so
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's good times.
Yeah, but sometimes the bots do better than the player they're replacing. So you're
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's so sad. In this case, that might have been the case. It was a bad match for me. It was one of the collect the chickens, and I was so it's like when you collect the chickens, you're not really focusing so much on fighting, right? And I mean, it's obviously part of it, but you know, you also have to collect the chickens, right? And so I was in a super freaking heavy tank body and
Mhm.
trying to collect chickens, and I was just so slow. And yeah, it was a mess. I think
Like
I
this series, this whole I love how, and I think they should keep doing that, like do new just do new things outside of the mayhem, because this whole new one that started with the highest score thing, it is making the game a whole new game. For I
yeah.
haven't played today, but I was playing all night last night. Like your teammates don't play with you anymore. They wait for you to get picked off so they can pick up your chickens. Like they don't care to
Yeah,
try to help you.
this week has
Yeah,
been a bit rough. It's sort of changed the dynamic of the game, which has made it a
totally.
little bit crappy because you're like, well, I'm
Yeah.
playing a team game, but at the moment, like there's one team and that's just themselves.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, they will
interesting.
play just well enough to make sure that the whole team wins, but they want to pick off your chickens too. So your team is actually playing against you, and and
Fascinating,
all of the things.
fascinating dynamic.
Yeah.
That's really
But it
interesting.
makes it interesting because sometimes you get in that you just get into the zone when you're playing and you're like, did I just even play? Okay, have you ever gotten in the car and you're driving somewhere and you're like, wait, where the hell am I going? Just like on autopilot.
Yeah,
I wasn't even
yeah.
going to the right place. That's what happens to me in tanks sometimes. I'm like, did I just play a game? How did I do? Did I
And I
win?
did. What happened?
Their
We're going
reaction
to
is the best though. When you get in there as a healer at the moment, everyone's like, "Oh my god, so good! There's a healer."
yeah. Well,
I
no,
know.
being
Always
a
so good.
healer is pretty freaking amazing. I mean, that's a special thing.
Yeah.
But
You're
yeah,
healing.
I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it, and I
What
Yeah,
can't
it's
wait
good fun.
for the actual ecosystem model to get released. We'll be pushing that out here pretty soon. I think you guys are really gonna like it.
I mean, I'm excited about everything, but what is your favorite or what game are you most excited about at the moment? Can you share?
The ones that I can talk about,
Mhm.
I am most excited for Grit.
Oh, okay. All right.
I have played that a few times. Every
Mhm.
time I've played it, I have absolutely loved it. It was so freaking fun. Um,
Nice.
so I'm very much looking forward to Grid because it's just it's so fast, it's so wild, but it's so freaking fun too. Like,
Right.
you know, gun battles on horseback, you know, riding around, chasing a train, you know, it's probably one of the best battle royale games I've played.
Yeah, it looks really good. Is it anything like Red Dead Redemption, or you didn't play that one?
Oh, I played Red Dead Redemption. I played the hell out of Red Dead Redemption when COVID first started. I had a lot of free time on my hands, as most people did. Um, and I played a lot of RDR2. Like a lot. It was a problem. My wife was like, "Really? You're just driving the horse around again?" I'm like, "Honey, you don't drive a horse. Don't drive a horse." Um, Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say reverse the horse.
I'm like, you don't just reverse a horse. But yeah, I played a lot of that. But the thing is it like it? It's not as polished as Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the most polished games I think I've ever played.
Yeah.
It's much more fast paced than Red Dead Redemption. It's more like a PUBG type simulation mixed with Red Dead Redemption with a really heavy dose of like the Ballad of Buster Scruggs thrown in.
Nice.
Yeah. No, it's really fun.
That was
like
a random movie.
Oh, it was so random. It was so
Right.
weird and disturbing, and like you see the beginning and you're like, haha, this is gonna be a funny movie, and then the
Yeah.
guy pitching the legless dude into a ravine, and you're like, wow, that was really dark. Okay. Um,
Oh my
but
gosh.
yeah, it's a really fun game. You know, when you shoot somebody and you hit their armor, uh, it makes that same like pan shot sound from the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's
Nice.
good times.
I'm really excited about Legends Reborn. I got to play that for like two maybe one night, and my internet was horrible, and then I was looking forward to playing again and it was gone. I was like, I have good internet, and I go on there and it's not there to play anymore. Why?
Why is that a question?
Yes, why?
Well, that was really intense. Like you did, it wasn't like, oh, and so I was wondering if you could explain to me. It wasn't there to play. Why?
Why? And the next question, when?
I don't know that. Again, this is one of those things. I don't know the exact schedule for that, but the reason that those playtests go up and down is because they put them up for a while. People play, they collect data, they bring it back down, go back to refine a few things, tweak things, do another build, add, more
Right.
information, add more whatevers, and then they'll do it again.
Yeah,
There's
that was
actually
really fun.
an internal playtest right now going that I wish I was part of, but I am not. So,
Throw me in.
so
Throw me in, coach.
right, I know there's a lot of people. When these other games, guys, like I said, 28 games, $400 million deployed right now in game acquisitions this year. Okay.
Yeah.
When these start coming to market, you guys are going to be floored. Some of these are so good. They're all amazing. They're all amazing. Some of them are way more fun for me personally because they're my style. But yeah, you guys are gonna be really happy.
Well, I feel like we are going to be happy, but when will we be able to play them all? I mean, it's just not when will we be able to play them all, but when will we have time to play? Like when you have that many games out, how are we going to play?
You probably won't have time to play them all. But the nice thing is that what you can do is you can bring your friends, and your friends can play something. I mean, for us, ooh, do you guys want some alpha?
Yes,
No,
please.
no, not at all.
Alpha.
Yes,
Let's see how many people.
if you insist.
If we insist, let me see here. What's going on the?
If it makes you happy.
If it makes me happy, I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, so we've got. Okay, it's not actually broadcasting completely by itself on Twitter. So we've got a fairly intimate audience here. So I will give a bit of alpha.
Okay.
We are in the process right now of transitioning to a straight up with fucking train. This train is going by. This train is brought to you by Grit, a game in which you can actually play in a train chase, and you can chase the train on your horse.
You can drive your horse with the train.
You can drive your horse with the train.
And if you fall off your horse, you'll fall in the ball pit.
Into the ball pit, exactly,
Right.
full of razor blades and
Razors.
concertina wire. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot what I was gonna leak. Oh well.
Oh gosh, no.
Oh yeah,
That's
put
about
that was the gravy train. Very nice.
yes.
Forgot the obvious gravy train joke.
Mhm.
Okay, so actually, I will give you this little bit of alpha, and then I have to go because I have to go do an interview and a panel that's based in like Hong Kong or something like that, and I have to dial in early or they get grumpy at me. Actually, I don't know if they're
Okay.
gonna get grumpy, but we'll see. Anyway, the thing that I was going to say that
Dun, dun,
is
dun.
pretty badass is the fact that we are making a transition to being like fully Web3. So you
Okay.
will be able to have your MetaMask and connect your MetaMask with whatever wallet you want to a Gala
Mhm.
Games account. So you could use your Trezor, you could use whatever,
Mhm.
and connect in that way. We're also looking at the potential to bring in other types of single sign-on wallets. So
Okay.
you will be able to sign up with your email or using an external custodial wallet or something like that. So the main reason that we're talking about this is because we need to make it easy for people to onboard.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
need to make it easy for people to get into blockchain gaming because blockchain gaming is the path to crypto. Blockchain gaming and
I
blockchain music are the two main ways we want to bring people in.
nice.
So that is something that we're working on that has not been announced yet officially.
So
Um, but it is it's going to make a big difference. And so that's why I say, like, even if you have your 28 games that you don't have time to play, you can make the ecosystem stronger by inviting your friends.
Mhm.
So
Okay. No
there you
problem.
go.
Awesome.
I love that. All of my friends are here. I
Yeah.
guess I need to go make new friends and invite them.
Make more. Well,
Make more friends.
yeah, everyone needs to make more friends. Are you guys coming to Galaverse? Are you?
I
Are you
wish.
able to make it this time?
We wish.
Bummer.
Yeah.
I
It's
would love to, but yeah, I'm gonna wait for the U.S. I don't know about traveling right now. Oh, because I'm
yeah.
buying a house. I'm buying a
Oh,
house. I'm moving in
congratulations.
tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I forgot I've been on the road today. I'm like, oh, no problem. I'll get a hotel, 2 hours before the show. And then I get to a hotel, which is charging like, $200 more than normal hotel prices. And I'm like, nah. So I get on the road again. And then all the hotels are booked within like a 60-mile radius. So,
Why? What's happening where you are?
there was a graduation, a college graduation on a
A
Thursday
graduate.
night. Yes.
What the
What? I don't
in
even know it's
May?
yes, I know. I'm in Virginia. I don't even know where I am. Bitbender.
My
But
God.
I was like, I will
Did
do
you
it from the car in a
finally
hotel
find a
parking lot. I
you
did.
found a
I did.
hotel? Okay, good.
I did. I found a hotel. I batted my eyelashes. I negotiated the price down. I $140 with some eyelash. I barely have any lashes, but they were batting. So, and
Well done. Proud,
yes,
proud of
thank
you.
you. And we
But
made it, and we got to hear you.
anyway,
And
guys,
yes, get to your
I'm
thing. Thank
sorry,
you
but
for
I have
coming.
thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Oh, Steve. Steve is here.
Yeah, Stever.
Hey, Steve. Sorry, just bailing out, man. You missed the alpha, unfortunately.
Right?
You guys can
And
fill him in.
well, we edited it out already, so it's gone.
Okay,
It's we're in here. All right.
perfect.
Well,
Awesome.
we
I
look
will
forward to
talk
talking
to
to you
you
again.
guys soon. Have a great evening, everybody.
Yeah,
Or
you too,
morning,
Thank
man.
you. You
where
too.
See you,
it's an
Jason.
upside down world. Peace out, guys.
See ya.
Bye. All right, that was fun. We got some alpha.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully
Yeah.
they use that wallet connect because that's what I use for OpenSea, and I like it heaps better than using MetaMask.
Yeah. I don't know anything about those. Those is like so outside my realm of things. I know it's hard for you to grasp. I'm not that techie, so
Well, if you use an OpenSea, like you got like 4 different options. So one's like a MetaMask that you can connect your ledger or your Trezor to. But the problem that I've had is that like once the wallet's already created, and then you try using your ledger after the fact when it's connected to MetaMask, well, mine just won't connect. So the wallet connect seems to be better for like purchasing NFTs for me.
Right. What have you been purchasing lately?
Well, I tried buying like 5 Snoop tanks yesterday because they're like 100 USD. But then I realized
they're on sale.
The gas price is like fucking 150 USD. So
No way.
Like,
more
is it high right
expensive
now?
for the gas.
Oh my God.
yeah, because I put in heaps of offers so they pay gas, and I'm like, why isn't anyone picking these up? Like I'm offering 100 gallon more than what they've got it listed as. But then I realized that the gas price was higher than the actual NFT itself.
That's insane. That's funny when that's like, I know I wanted to buy something like really small, and then I saw the gas. I was like, nope, not doing that.
Yeah, well, like unless if you got how money, like you got to be more cautious of gas prices.
Yeah. It's what I like to see what Hal's buying and now not buy it. That's my thing. And then I kick myself because the things that I don't buy that Hal buys do well, but the things that I do buy that Hal buys don't do well. So
if you want to help Hal out, don't buy anything he buys then.
Hal should never want me to buy anything that he is buying. He always buys like everything he puts on there has like the coolest art, but I have to like not look at it. I'm like, no, Hal posted something. I'm not buying that. And then for some reason, I stupidly pull it up and then it sits there. And then I've decided I'm not buying it because I'm so smart. And then I look at it and it's gone up. So I'm like, well, damn, that's the one I should have bought. But I hold the things anyways. Even if my things go up, then I haven't figured out the sell part. I think there's this thing that you do that you like sometimes sell the things that go up. So I just ride them back down to
You're
nothing.
like me. You're like, oh yeah, it's worth so much more. Well, I don't know how to sell it, so I'm just gonna look at it.
then I have the problem
Wendy drops in right when Bitbender leaves. That's funny. How you going, Wendy?
Hey, Wendy.
She was waiting for him to leave. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I screwed my schedule up and it was my fault.
I'm pretty sure
we
if
know
your
you were on a
schedule was
secret mission.
Yeah, I was gonna say if your schedule is screwed up, it's totally my fault. But
No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. It was me.
Okay.
It was me, and then when I asked for the Discord link, I forgot that I don't have it on my phone because I did that. So yeah.
Well, I've already shared with everyone that I sent you on that gravy emergency to the Gilligonka gravy factory because someone fell in the gravy and you're the smallest one to be able to clear out the pipes.
Okay, I will go down is this like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, but in and what kind of gravy are we talking about?
I don't know. Kyan and I, we heard about that emergency and sent you right on it. And I'm sure that you've already cleared it up. And here you are with us because you're amazing.
Aw, no, you guys are amazing. Can you guys come on my show on a Friday at 10 a.m. PT?
That'd be cool.
For sure. I'd love to.
I'm not sure what that is in our time. Probably like 4 a.m. or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're just agreeing to death.
Yeah. What time zone are you guys on?
So we're on Australian Adelaide time. So at the moment it's like 20 past 10 a.m.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're upside down.
And then we're also a day ahead of you guys. So today it's Friday here, and I think it's like Thursday where you are. Is that right?
Yeah, it's Thursday at 5:52 p.m. and I just picked my daughter up from my mom's house, and my mom does weird stuff, so she sent her home with a Twinkie car with a Peeps driving it.
All right, you're saying words that I don't know now. Did you say a Twinkie car?
Wait, is that a craft?
Yeah, what's a
So
Twinkie?
my mom took a Peep from Easter. You know those marshmallow things covered in sugar?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My mom took a Peep, and then she took a Twinkie, and then she took I don't know what the fuck, but she put like Oreos on the side, so it's a Twinkie car
Wheels?
peep. And yes.
But the peep is like as big as a Twinkie almost, right? Like, how does that work?
I don't know. I'll send you a picture later.
Okay,
It's just, it's like my mom is like, I feel like she thinks she lives in the Great Depression or something.
I was literally just talking to Guyan about that. I'm like, but your great grandfather used to have to like, so the farmhouse that they have, the bathroom was their bedroom. They didn't have a bathroom. Like they used to have a tub, and there were 7 kids, and on bath day, like they had to alternate getting. It's insane. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know. I'm like, what? How did that even work? Like the last kid to get in the bathwater, not only was it cold, but it was dirty. So
God. Well, if it makes you feel better, my family, when they came from Sicily to America in the 20s, they lived in, it was Little Italy, but it was part, like it was kind of Chinatown, and they used to have the Tong family would have like, they would call the Tong Wars, Tong, and they would like get machetes and like kill each other in the streets.
What?
And the Chinese kids would tell my grandma, hey, they're having the Tong Wars tonight, go in the house. And they would like run in the house. They were like kids, like 10 years old. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my gosh. It's different times. Different.
sounds
Can you
pretty
imagine
full.
our kids?
No.
Like I think of that. I'm like, could really? It just like it's crazy. I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Weird times. I know. I was telling Guy, and they like all the salve stuff and all that like natural medicine kind of thing is coming back, because my grandfather would literally be like, just put pine tar sap on it. And I'm seeing that everywhere now. Pine tar salve, pine tar soap. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a thing. All right.
interesting.
I know.
I wonder if interesting. I wonder if they're going to
know.
bring heroin back as well.
Well, yeah, why not?
Has that ever sort of left though? Like it still exists, but not
But
legally.
they like back then they prescribed it though.
Right.
So
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
crazy stuff. Like my aunt, she was eating a lot, I think, when she was pregnant, and they told her just to smoke cigarettes. It would help with her appetite.
Well, interestingly enough, my cousin, when she had her first daughter back in the 90s, because she was a big smoker, they told her, don't stop smoking. It can impact the baby. So please keep smoking.
Right. I mean, you never know. So now you don't know like the advice they're giving you now, and like, 10, 20 years, they're going to be like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that.
Oh,
I
shit.
don't know.
Are
My
we
son's only 7, and they told me to still keep smoking as well.
Did they? Well, it's probably. I think the reason why they did that was probably like so your body didn't go into shock or something. Like because
Right.
They said something like it would be more stressful on my body not smoking than if I
Yeah.
if I quit.
Yeah, and then it could cause complications. But honestly, like the way that I feel about healthcare, I feel like everybody's body is different, and
Yeah.
like I think that people did things differently back then because they didn't have all these crazy like governing bodies that told them what to do. And I think
Right.
for the most part, like 90% of women know what's best for their bodies, you know? Like
Yeah.
that's what I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, high percentage, because there are really some dumb bitches out there, Wendy'o, but I'm
Yes.
gonna have to agree with like an 80%.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I
Okay.
just think, like because my grandma smoked the entire time when she was pregnant with my aunt and my mom and my other aunt, and then same with my dad's mom. And my dad my mom didn't smoke, but my dad smoked in the house, so I was and then when I was a kid growing up, everybody smoked, like all my entire family, and I'm fine. So I don't know.
You're like, I think I'm good. Like, I feel
Yeah.
fine.
I feel like, I don't know. Are you guys like, I forgot, are you guys live right now? And are we talking about like stuff on
Yeah.
the live?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We'll edit it. It's fine.
Did I change the topic? I'm sorry.
No, we were just talking shit anyway. So
Okay.
Is that how you're supposed to do shows? I should take notes. Are we supposed to have topics? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I on my my Fridays, like my show, I do have topics. But when I think other people do, but sometimes I just like shooting the shit. I feel like that's fun. Like today I had what's his name? Alex on from Celsius, and I didn't have any questions. We just shot the shit. Had somebody else on yesterday, we shot the shit, and then when I had Richard Hart on, he ended up twerking live on the stream.
I
So
I saw that.
that's funny.
He started with his outfit, and then you were like, you go into your outfit. I was hooked from the beginning. I was like, oh my god, this is too much. And
yeah,
then
he tried to say my daughter was not a good musician, and I almost like lost my shit. So I messaged him. I was like, listen, Richard, here's a video of my daughter playing the guitar. She's 5 years old, and she learned how to play. These boots are made for walking in the 30-minute session. Her 30-minute, and this is only her third or fourth lesson. And I was like, so then you can judge. And then he's like, oh, this is actually impressive. I was like, okay, thanks.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. You're like, no, you will tell me my daughter is good, or I will edit that twerking video and make you look really bad, Mister, and put it everywhere.
Does he have? Does he have kids at all?
No, I think he wants kids. I think he wants to marry a rocker chick and have kids, like desperately.
Ah, okay, because that makes sense then, because it's usually the people that don't have kids that are like a bit biased towards other kids and their abilities until they have their own. And then they're like, oh, I just got like a normal kid as well. What wants to do kids things instead of being like a super genius at 4 years old, you know what I mean?
Right. And I feel like most kids are they just do what they want to do when they're ready.
Mm-hmm.
And then they grow up to be like normal human beings unless our parenting skills suck, which I pray to God every day. I'm like, please don't let me screw my kid up. Please don't let me screw my kid up.
And like kids are like people, they're all different. So you have no idea exactly how, like what works with them yet. It's still trying to find, but isn't that the most stressful thing when everyone else wants to get in your business and tell you how to raise your child? And then that creates the stress. And if you just didn't listen to those people, then none of that stuff would be there. And then you wouldn't be stressed, and then they wouldn't be stressed, and they would probably just do the thing in the first place.
Yeah.
You're like, could you back off? Just
Yeah,
shut
I feel
up.
like I had a friend, like I was somebody I worked with, and she was like super concerned that her child was gonna had disabilities. And I knew because I met the little girl, and then she was like telling me a little bit about her, because my sister has severe ADHD. Like we thought it was ADHD, but it's actually autism. Because she she has to have autism, because I have ADHD and I can function. My sister cannot function. Like she can't. She's a really hard time doing normal stuff. So my friend was like, yeah, my daughter's really good at music, but she does it, da, da, da. And I was like, oh, she's a musician 100%. Like I was able to call this when she was like a year or 2 years old. So they were putting her in all these things and doing all this stuff. And sure, because her development was not where other girls were, because I guess girls develop a little bit faster than boys, just because, it just something that happens, I guess. And that's not a bad thing, because boys' brains work differently. And then sure enough, like after a certain amount of time, like her daughter started hitting the milestones, but her daughter was super experienced and advanced in music and was able to pick stuff up really well. And I knew it right away that everything was fine with the kid. It just, because I know so many musicians, and their minds just work so differently. Like they process things a lot differently than like somebody like myself, or anybody else on this panel. For like I've just seen it, like they're just super different, which is not a bad thing. It's just just a different way that the brain functions.
Yeah, well, that's the thing as well, like, and it's mostly like parents that, like, if you're not like, I don't know what the word is, because I've had fuck all sleep, but if you're not like constantly like analyzing yourself and thinking that you're probably a shitty parent, like you're probably not going to raise a good kid, because like you can't be content with that, because you got to keep growing as a person, like as a parent and a person, you know what I mean? And like even if your kid does have autism, like that's okay as well. Like everyone, like even my wife, like GTG, like she was worried about our son not reading at a certain time, and I thought, well, fuck that. Like if he's interested in it, then he's going to learn to read. So he's 7 now, had no interest in reading anything. But now, because he's playing games and some of them have subtitles, well, now he wants to read. And now he reads fine. So, like, kids develop at all different ages.
That
That
kid just
too.
refuses to do anything he doesn't want to do, though. Like, if it doesn't have
That
a purpose to his life and his time, he's just like, no, I'm not doing it.
yeah, mine is
And see,
exactly
that's
like that.
super. Yeah,
But
and I
yeah,
think
you
that
got to
that's super
find like
cool.
ways to parent them. I mean, like that's what teaching is like. Get them interested in things. You have to come at it from different areas. Sorry, Wendy. Go ahead.
No. But I was gonna say, like, and that's fine. And the way you're describing him to me, he sounds like he's somebody that's gonna be very successful in life because he's probably gonna focus on things that actually make him happy, like maybe something that actually makes him money, or something that actually makes him happy, or something he's passionate about. And that's kind of
Mhm.
cool because then, like, once you guys figure out like what he's like, once he explains to you, or once you guys see what he's excited about, like you kind of direct him in that. That's what we did with our daughter. Is like she's okay, like reading, like whatever, and there's certain things she really likes to do and other things she doesn't. She loves to draw, she loves to color, she likes to act, she loves music. So we put her in music class, or so, and she's excelling in it. And like the other stuff, she's good at it, but she's not like the best, and that's okay. I think it's just about, like, as a parent, just recognizing what your kids' strengths are and just kind
Yeah.
of positioning them for those things that they are going to excel in, like obviously exposing them to other things. But me as a parent, I'm kind of like very like liberal. I'm like, you could kind of do it. Like, I let her do pretty much whatever, not whatever she wants, but the things that she's really excited about, we really focus hard on those. Or like, I mean, and but like, I really want her to speak Spanish, so I'm trying to push her in that. And like, we'll watch like videos in Spanish or whatever, because I feel like that's an important skill. She's not super interested in it. There's a couple things I kind of push her into. She's not, but I think, I think that that's
Yeah.
normal, and kids are going to develop and do what they do. And I also feel like society is moving towards a more like college is still important, but I feel like you can do more things, like people that learn how to code, or people that learn how to do whatever it is that serves them better. I feel like there's
Mhm.
going to be other opportunities in that aspect, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a lot more STEM things popping up here, anyways, like alternative schools that focus on that, and even in public schools. So that's good.
Yeah, well, like even with technology changing and stuff and everything becoming automated, like the real skills in the future are probably going to be like in the automation industry, like programming, or it's going to be like artistic ventures. You know what I mean? Like if you can play a good instrument, you're a good painter, you do good art, all that sort of stuff. That's going to be the valuable skills.
And also we're seeing, and you guys are kind of pioneering this, like actually being able, like, play to earn stuff. Like, I really feel like people are going to switch over to like doing the guild thing and playing the video games, because you can actually make money
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
now, which is good.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
kids
Suck it,
like
mom.
ours, it's like a normal thing. Like our son, like it's going to be just completely normal to him. It's not going to be like foreign thing to him at all.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember my mom like, stop playing the video games though. Okay, bitch.
Until you make money on it.
Yeah, I mean, now, and
'Cause-
now, like, now you get to make money on them. Like my stepson, my oldest stepson, he got into crypto super early. He was in crypto 2011, like, and he's way older. And when we're not like live, I can share more personal information. But he was in Bitcoin super early, and he taught himself how to build computers. He was all
Wow.
self-tech taught, and he was able, once he was I think he was 19, but he was able to get his security clearance and work for the government and do like white hat stuff for the government. He had a really good job for a long time, and he didn't have a college education. It was all him watching YouTube tutorials and figuring out how to work things on the internet, like, which was really cool. And I think that there's just going to be more opportunities for folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100% agree. So, like, since we're talking about NFTs and all the rest of the stuff, what's your opinion on the current market?
Okay, so I'm like, do you want to hear this? I've been up since 3 a.m. having like just trying to get my life together. So with NFTs, I am not super versed. Like when I buy an NFT, like unless like I separate them. So it's like there's some stuff I'll mint and I'll buy to support a particular person or an artist or a community, and I have no interest in flipping these, like no interest any way, shape, or form. But then I have like some other money set aside for NFTs I want to flip and I want to make money, and I trade those just like I would trade shitcoins or Bitcoin or whatever it is. But the current market, I'm just like, we've seen this stuff happen because I've been here since 2017. I'm sure there's people have been here longer, obviously. But we saw similar price action, like crazy stuff like this that happened. Like we saw Bitcoin go to zero, we saw projects go to zero. But as far I really do feel like it's all manipulated, and I think it's a war for a stable coin. That's what I feel is happening. And I feel like they used Luna as a means to show people, if you create a stable coin, we're going to knock your shit out. We're not going to allow this to happen. And that's what I feel. I feel this is all manipulated, and I feel like there's this thing called a melt up theory, and my buddy mine, Crypto Weatherman, he talks about it a lot. And that's basically like price is gonna like shoot up randomly one day. It's gonna be super fast, like what we saw in 2017. It's gonna moon, and then it's just gonna dump, and it's gonna be like max pain. But I kind of feel like that the melt up possibly could have happened back in, I think, was it November? Let me pull the chart up so I can see. Like back in November when we had that pump. So I don't know. I was really convinced that this is not a bear market because I'm looking at the daily chart right now. And we had a swing low all the way to $26,000, but we're now back above support, which is $29,000. And I said, and I'm actually starting to see a little bit of relief, a little bit of recovery here. And I feel like that could have been the bottom. I don't know. And I don't again, this is not financial advice. I'm just like, I don't know what, let me just be honest. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. I'm doing my best to navigate the market, to navigate what's happening, to not lose my fucking ass, and to not lose my fucking subs ass. Like I don't want them to lose money. And I'm just telling people like people like, Wendy, what else should I buy? And I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking buy shit right now. The only thing I'm interested in buying is Bitcoin on the dip. I'm just too scared. I'm going to be 100% real. I'm too scared to get in alts right now. Maybe tomorrow that will change when I get a little bit more emotionally stable. But today, no. I text Oaks this morning. I'm like, fuck me. Did it what? I don't even remember what I was exhausted. I've been up since 3.
I know. Me too.
You sound the same as us. I just got stuck in that thought last night because I ended up buying more Gala, and I just decided I'm just going to dollar cost average it down. So I'll chase it all the way down, or I'll chase it up. So whichever way it goes, hopefully I get in at a good price point. But yeah, I was up to I think it was 6 o'clock. So I had 3 hours sleep. So my brain's like mashed potato. But you sound really good, WendyO. Yours, as soon as you start talking crypto, your brain just switches on. So you're doing good.
Does it?
It sounds like it does to me. Because I'm trying to keep up.
She's like, really? I don't understand myself, but cool.
Well, it's just I just wish I can be one of those other content creators that's has that conviction, and these guys are great. And that's probably I'm maybe I'm one of the only girls that does a YouTube channel, but it's really hard for me to have I'm convicted that we're not in a bear market. This was just manipulation, and that's why I'm telling people that I want to see when I say I want to see 29,000 broken, I want to see us actually smash to 24 and close and get consolidation there, because I just feel like.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I talk a lot.
No, go ahead. Yeah,
I just feel I don't know. It just something doesn't feel right. And I mean, I could be wrong about not buying alts right now, but it's just I just don't feel good. I know that it sounds kind of conflicting. This is why it's literally from the heart. It's conflicting for me to say I feel like this is the bottom, but it also is conflicting for me to say it's a bottom, but I'm not buying alts. And the reason why I'm not buying alts is I just feel when you get that emotional drain and you just feel tapped the fuck out, and you're just I don't know if this is a good idea. I feel comfortable buying Bitcoin, but alts, I'm I see people buying Terra Luna. I'm y'all are if that's your guys' business, that's fine, but
yeah,
no thank you. No sir, no thank you.
There's no fucking way that I'd be touching Luna right now.
Yeah,
But
I know. I think BB was on earlier, Bitbender, and he was saying kind of the same thing. He felt I think he mentioned the same thing you did, manipulation and stuff. So I think you guys are on the same page. It's funny.
Yeah, and the thing is, people are with Gala, because I'm running the nodes. They're are you buying more Gala? And I'm no, not right now. I just don't want to right now. I feel I'm so exhausted from because I've been covering this, and I've been making content on TikTok and Twitter and not Twitter's just really me shit posting. I don't really talk that much about projects there, but like on TikTok,
I wonder
and
why.
YouTube, yeah, because people are they're insane on that platform. But so I've just been making content and trying to cover like because like TikTok. So the different platforms, they have different skilled investors. TikTok is like, I feel like I'm talking to a 2-year-old sometimes. Twitter is like a hit or a miss. And YouTube, you actually have pretty savvy and like more savvy investors, and it's because YouTube is more like entertainment. But like TikTok, it's like I can tell people like take profit and explain to them why taking profit's important, and they're like, diamond hands, fuck you, you're an idiot. Diamond hands, you're a bitch, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, okay, fine. And then now now I'm seeing it in my videos. I half of the comments are, thank you so much for telling me to take profit. The other half is, why didn't you tell me to take profit? I'm like,
Diamond ears, they're not hearing anything.
Yeah.
that's a good, that's a good one. Diamond ears, I love it.
Well, if you're like a day trader or something like that, like you're going to be taking profit. Like if all your net worth's in cryptocurrency, like you need to take profit. Like if you got a really good secondary income and you can be like, fuck it, I'll lose it all and go down with the ship, well, that's fine too. But like this whole thing's about making a profit. Like why else are you doing it? You know what I mean? Like unless if it's like fucking Gala NFTs where they have utility for a game, like it's only there to make money. So,
No, and I agree with that, and that's why like I feel like with Gala, like I know that everybody's like, there's no game coming out. I'm like, you guys be patient. This stuff takes like a long, like, and I keep trying to tell people like this stuff takes a long time to get sorted. Like tech is hard, development is hard. I get that, and I get the community's frustration, but at the same time, it's like I've already created a moon bag with my Gala bag. So it's like whatever happens with Gala, I'm with it. Like if it goes to the moon, I'm writing. If it goes to zero, I'm writing. If we stay here forever, I'm writing. Like I have my plan, I have my conviction. It's a project that I like. It's one of my, as far as altcoins go outside of Ethereum, it's one of my largest bags. It's like Gala and then Matic. And and I just feel like all of it's going to end up paying off, and like the utility, like everything, but it's going to take time, like, because realistically when you think about it, like, because I've talked about this with other people, is that the gaming industry, like they're like, and I think you guys can probably elaborate on this for me and explain it to me a little bit more, but like the gaming industry like sometimes loves play to earn and other times they don't, and they love NFTs and sometimes they don't. And I can kind of get that because their world is kind of being shifted upside down. But at the same time, I'm like, this is kind of an advancement to what you guys are doing. So if you guys want to add on that, I would love to hear it.
yeah. Well, from what I've seen, like a lot of the people in the general gaming community, like they don't like the thought of NFTs just for the fact that you got to pay more money. Like people complain already about like microtransactions in games. You know what I mean? But if you're going to have those microtransactions that already exist, why not have a transaction? Like not all NFTs for games are the same price as what land deeds are in Gala. Like land deeds, that's a pretty big deal NFT. Like, but you can still pick up a spider tank for like $40 or $50 on OpenSea, and you own it. And if you get sick of the game, you can transfer it over to someone else. Like you can sell it on OpenSea if you wanted to. But yet, if you played Fortnite and you had say 1,000 skins, and you had terminal cancer, say, like worst case scenario, and you wanted to give your account to your brother and he had a different IP address, well, they could ban that account. So you could spend like $2,000 on skins for Fortnite and essentially it's worthless. You can't even give it away. But if that was NFTs, well, then you could.
Yeah. I like that. I like that concept. I really, really do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it has to be like to me. It's like it's the future of it's the evolution of the JPEG NFT. Like where
you
else
always
is it
have
going to
people
go?
fighting innovation. It's, you have the people who are like, I don't like change, and that's confusing, and yeah, they're doing the monkey thing where they're beating their computer because they don't understand it. But that's kind of something BB was just talking about. He was saying, need to make it easier for
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
players.
see. I don't like. I don't like the. See me. I used to be that way. Also, I was like so set in. I'm gonna like, and my sister is like this, and my middle sister, not the one with autism, I think the one that's autistic. But she's like, I don't like. I was like, do you want to work for me? And she's like, no, because I don't want to be on the internet. She likes to work with disabled kids. Like she's training to be an occupational therapist. Like that's her get down. And she's like, I don't want to work on the internet. And I'm like, you have to work on the fucking internet. Like everybody works. My family is very, very intelligent, but they're very strange. And like and me, I used to be that way too, but then like once I started changing my mindset and I started to become a more positive person and like be like own up to my shortcomings and like when I was bad, admitted when I was wrong, like that type of stuff, I was like, you know what, I have to adapt. If I don't adapt, then I'm gonna lose in life. And I don't want to like I don't want to be poor forever. So I'm like, I have to adapt, and I can still be me. I can still have my same values and ethics, but kind of got to learn what tech is. So I get the pushback there, but I feel like that's like an older mentality. It's like a boomer mentality almost. And like most of the people that are gaming are young.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the weird thing with Gala as well. It's like most of the people that are in it are like in their 30s or 40s because like it is money, you know what I mean? So like, but like GTG was saying, like this is just going to be like second nature for like our kids that are growing up, because not only do they have parents that are into crypto and NFTs, like it's just the given, like what's going to happen is it's just going to turn into like you play to earn and you actually own your in-game assets.
It'll eventually be normal. And at the moment, for a lot of people, it's not normal and it's quite difficult for them to wrap their head around. So what Gala's doing now, like what Jason said earlier, it'll help a lot of people be able to like get into the game a lot easier. It's not as confusing. But I think the mindset of people, like it just has to shift. It hasn't quite shifted yet.
Yeah, but
yeah,
like,
I think it'll come.
Yeah, it will.
Tie-in plates.
Well, he's a smart. He's got a really, really, really intelligent, beautiful mom. So I mean, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I heard down the grapevine.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
I'm scrolling and I'm looking at tweets on Twitter about Luna, and it just I don't
read it. Let's do some real time reading.
It just they're like some of these YouTubers just say really crazy stuff, and like the mentions are kind of crazy. Like I feel like I can be like super more popular if I like just said stuff. Like I say silly stuff. Like I posted something stupid right now. I was like an hour ago or whenever. I said something like, go peg your mom, disclaimer, I'm not your mom. Like I say stupid stuff like that, but it's like like I couldn't be the person that's like, and I've been excited about projects, but I couldn't be like these guys that are buying Luna right now and like if I was going to buy Luna, I probably wouldn't tell anybody. I probably wouldn't tell my audience because I just feel like that would be doing them a disservice. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy.
Right. You have that responsibility thing.
Yeah. So I've got a couple of personal questions for you, WendyO. What I'll actually want to know myself. So like, I remember seeing you like when you first come into the scene, as far as I could tell, was like around 2017. So when you come into crypto, it was like pretty much all filled with degenerates, is what we're referred to. Like, how do you feel like going from the degen community into the super positive NFT community? Like, has that been hard to like brand into that section as well?
You know what? See, with me, I like to think I don't have a brand. I like to just be myself. And like, cause Oaks talks to me all the time on the phone. And I feel like the person, like, of course, like I tell her personal things that I wouldn't tell other people, cause we have that personal friendship. But like, I feel like I'm like the same person as I am on the internet as in real life, except I do have a tad bit filter. But like I'm a degen in real, like a real life degen, like a real life degen, like crazy.
Yeah.
Like I used to be super crazy. And I feel like the NFT community is super positive, but they're also full of degens too. Like who is going to spend $46,000 on a gas fee to buy a freaking plot of land, like to buy other side land?
Yeah.
A degen. Who's like even in Gala, like even the Gala ecosystem, like, because let's face it, like they don't have, a lot of the games aren't out yet, but we're still sitting here buying, we're still sitting here holding and running nodes. Like that's pretty degen to me. Like,
Right.
we're like, everything. But so I like the NFT community is dope, and I'm just myself, and like I don't know. I actually prefer them. I like them better because the altcoin community, they're just kind of not really nice, and they're like it's like it feels like too much of a pissing contest, which is fine. I can piss alongside of them. My wiener's just as big as theirs, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, eh.
I feel like they didn't get your peg joke because they actually use pegs to hang up their clothes. Like that's what a peg is to these people that you're talking to right
Well,
now.
I know what pegging is because of the Luna thing where it's not pegged to the dollar or whatever, but
Yeah.
No, we got it, but we did imagine the clothesline.
yeah.
I knew it. I knew it.
But like, who the fuck calls a peg a pin? Like, it just doesn't make
It's
sense.
a clothespin, and it's used to hold up clothes. Like, why would you call it a peg? Like that makes
peg.
absolutely no sense.
Because you're pegging it. You're pegging it to the clothesline.
No,
like
I'm not.
if it's a pin, if it's a pin, it's putting a hole in something. Like that's what a pin's for, isn't it?
No. All right, we're just gonna have to move on.
Maybe a peg. Well, like, cause I pin like I don't know. I just feel like a peg. Like I don't fucking know. I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm
a peg is
scared.
like something I don't know, that you would poke in a hole and like use to climb up some. I don't know. I don't fucking know, but it's not to put clothes on. A line.
Well, I use clothes pins to. I go to the dollar store and I buy those, and I use those as chip bag closures because I'm
chip
cheap.
clips. Me too. I do
Like
the
I'm
same
poured
thing.
out. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
So I ask you the most important question then, WendyO. What's your favorite gravy?
My favorite gravy, pasta sauce.
I knew she was gonna say that.
Pasta
Italian
sauce.
gravy. Right.
Yeah,
Sicilian
so my
gravy.
mom.
Gravy.
Yeah, so my mom, like on my mom's side, they're Sicilian. They all came from Italy, and like I had a really shitty childhood, probably better than most people. But it's kind of we were super poor. But I just remember Sundays, like every Sunday, my mom would cook pasta sauce, no matter how hot it was, and it was like because it was me, my mom, my two sisters in one room, and in the other bedroom, my great aunt and my grandma. And we lived like this from 7 till I was 7 to 18. I think I forget when my grandma and my aunt moved out, but I was like they were always there. So I just remember sauce on the stove, gravy on the stove, and you cook it for a long time. You don't. And the cool thing about being Sicilian and making pasta sauce is you can be super fucking poor and you just put stuff in and it just tastes good because you're cooking the shit for so long.
Yeah, you're breaking it down.
And I remember the pasta sauce and going in there and just, stealing some bread. And, it was just, I don't know, that was a kind of a happy memory growing up. And the cool thing, this is a story you guys will like. I have my grandma's pots and pans that she had from the 70s. And my mom bought her these pots and pans because my mom ended up becoming very successful, I believe in the 70s or 80s. She was a editor, the editor of an advertisement section for Herald magazine, which is a very popular LA magazine or newspaper at the time. So my mom made, she did really good for herself, and she got some. Oops, what are those fucking pans that everybody used to buy, but now they sell them at Walmart? Is it called Farberware?
Taffel one? Oh, yeah, that Faberware or whatever. Yeah.
Farberware or something like that. But those were super expensive in the 80s. So my mom was like all proud of herself. She bought my grandma a new pan set, like pasta set. So I have those pans, and when I cook, when I do the sauce or the gravy, I use those, and it's just a really cool thing.
I got that. Yeah. And you're the first person who said that as gravy. So I've been waiting for that. So yay.
Yeah, well, I think the weirdest one that we've heard for gravy was from Bitbender, and he said something like caramel or something. Like this is going back a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah. He was trying to say caramel was a sweet gravy. A sweet gravy.
He gave us a whole recipe and everything.
Yeah.
It is not a grave. Okay, it's your guys' show. I'll let y'all decide. But I'm like,
yeah. I don't think because. Yeah, I don't think it's a gravy. But who's going to argue with Bitbender? Really? Who's know? You're like, okay, if you want to call it a gravy, go for it.
Yeah.
So if you went out to like a dingy restaurant or something like that, and they had like a really crappy steak, like, and you could get a condiment which was like your general gravies, like pepper gravy, like the white gravy, I think it's called, what yous have, and like just beef gravy or the rest of it. Which one would you pick?
Oh, Ketchup? I don't know. I don't know. That's it. That's an interesting question. I don't know, because when we make meat, like when we do beef or like whatever, roast beef or whatever it is, we do we put on like my mom makes this, she uses a little bit of I think cornstarch, and she takes the juice and she turns it into gravy. I don't know. So I would
Right.
probably ask them for the fuck, I don't know, something like that.
Just like, yeah, you would be like, I want the pan sauce. Give me the fucking pan sauce.
Yeah, well, like with Italians and stuff, like everything's sauce. They don't really have gravy, do they?
Yeah, well, see, it's actually very interesting. So, I feel like it's between, like, we call it sauce, and and some other people call it gravy. So there's like a fight between the Italian Americans on that. Like, I mean, I generally call it sauce, but if someone wants to call it gravy, like, I don't care, you know. So it doesn't matter to me, really. I'm just like, this is a thing. I like good fucking food, like tasty food. Like, if I can eat something that's tasty, I don't care where it's from. And I generally will go to, like, of course, I like going to nice places, but I would prefer to be in a dive bar. I would prefer to eat at some taco stand on the street. I would prefer to get to go in like when I travel, I try to go to the dingiest place I could find because the food is generally the best.
Yeah. Well, like I see a lot of your tweets sometimes with food, and like for us, that would be like exotic food. Like if we went to go get Mexican, like that's like a fucking, like if I wanted to get Mexican right now, I got to drive 150 miles just to get to some place that makes it.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah. I had Mexican in New Zealand, and I just want to say that's not Mexican. I don't know if yours is similar to the New Zealand, but it's like they had these like faux Doritos as the chips. Like they were straight out of a bag, but they were seasoned, you know, to go with your salsa that wasn't really salsa. So and none of the things were the same. I was like, it's like pizza. Like they did not have the right pizza either. It was odd. So
yeah, well, like you can go to a hot dog stand and all that sort of stuff. They're pretty much on every corner as far as we can tell, like with American TV and whatnot. But like in Australia, it's like fucking, we've got like 20 bakeries in a small town. So like you can go and get a meat pie or a sausage roll or something like that. Like it's just different.
You guys have those meat pies and they're good. You guys sell those in like gas stations and stuff. Like those were good.
Yeah. Well,
it's not a gas station, Oaks.
Yeah,
a servo. It's like a gas station here. It's where you buy your pegs.
Oh my God.
I'm glad you brought up pegs. I was talking about pegs and being pegged.
Oh my God.
Well, I think I'm gonna go because I think I need to sleep.
Yeah,
you're like, and on that note,
like on that note, before I just start, because sometimes I go on. I haven't started drinking yet. I promise, guys. One night, next time Oaks and I reunite, when I go to her brand new place that she's getting.
Can you come now?
Yeah. I'm trying. This is the thing. Once I want to bring Lo with me because I think that Lagosta Fucka.
Miss Fucka.
So I don't know if you guys know, but my daughter, she's 5, and we call her Lo for little O, and that's her internet name. Like she knows like how that there's bad people sometimes, and you know, we talk a little bit about that type of stuff. And she's like, Mom, I want to change my name, and I was like, okay, you can have whatever stage name you want me, whatever you want. She's like, what about Lagosta? And I was like, really? And she goes, yeah. And she's like, but there's one more part. I was like, okay. She's all Lagosta Fucka, like all cool and stuff. I was like, okay, if you want to be Lagosta Fucker, like, okay, sure. And then she likes to call Oaks and prank call her now. So I'm trying to get Lagosta. Trying to get Lagosta to go on a plane, and once she's ready to go on a plane, then we can come see you because I would want to stay. I would want to be rude and invite myself to stay at your house.
Yes, no, you're always invited, and of course, Lagosta is always invited, and I would love it. Yeah, you guys come visit, hang out.
Yeah, okay, I will for
help me
sure.
Unpack. And then can you come?
I'll help you unpack, and then we'll drink and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go because I'm gonna actually probably get her ready for bed soon because Big Mama's tired.
Big little Big Mama, get out of here. Okay, I'm like, tell her hi.
I will tell her hi, and thank you guys for having me on. And next time, I promise I won't fuck my shit up. I know that Oaks knows why I was the
Yes.
thing I was doing before, so I'm gonna go before I say too much. Love you guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Love you.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks for coming
Thank
on.
you.
It's the three of
Oh,
us
her
again.
daughter's.
Who else are we talking to?
I'm not sure, but her daughter does prank call me, and it's hilarious. Yeah, she'll just call and say, like, "Hey, it's what goes to fucka," and then hang up on me.
I feel like I'd go to a nightclub if it was called the Ghost of Fucker, like, but it would have to be like a private club, like VIP. You have to have a little special card. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's like they would make you wait by the door for a little while, just so you could feel like you were special if you get in. And I don't even know.
If I ever get super rich, I'm gonna buy like a small pub in America, call it the Ghost of Fucker, and then it's just gonna be a place that me and Hal meet up to have a few drinks.
That's like a place I would go.
I said just me
Yeah.
and Hal, but I guess you could come like if with an admittance fee, like $50 USD or something.
Who? What?
It'll be a fee for you to
Who?
come, like $50 USD.
I don't want to go to your stupid bar. I said that sounds like a place Hal would go.
I feel bad though because like I know that me and GTG are fucked because we got no sleep, and then like WendyO jumps on, she's fucked with no sleep, and I know the shenanigans you've been having today with like fucking motels and all the rest of it. So like, it's just a different vibe podcast. I think BB's the only one that's actually performed to his potential.
Possibly. I've been like I've had like some pain issues, so I've been up forever too because I can't sleep. So I know I'm running on sheer adrenaline for trying to find a fucking hotel room. Like that's it. That is all. When I get off, I'll probably crash. And well, actually, I need to go play my spider tanks thing. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, when are they going to release the results for it? Because I'd really like to know where I'm ranked.
No idea. I have no idea. I didn't even know I would, get anything from that last thing. So I was kind of happy about that. So I saw you guys were in there too, and GTG beat you. She was like way ahead.
Yeah, she was like in the top 300, and I was like the top 400, and then I think you were like the bottom 400 as far as I could tell.
I didn't care where I come as long as I beat him.
Yeah. I felt that. I read it and I had a smile and I was like, she did it.
I was like, I don't care about your money. I just want to beat him at something, like just for once.
And I'm sure that his whole thing is like, I didn't care. I didn't want to play like a lot. So
yeah, that's what he's telling everyone in the guild. He's like, oh, I didn't even try. I wasn't even paying attention. Right. I'm like, get out of here. You need to drop that photo in the Discord, though, if Wendy sends you that Twinkie car, because I'm really intrigued now what that looks like.
Yeah, like what the fuck's a Twinkie again? Isn't a Twinkie like a little sweet or something? Like a little sweet roll thing?
Yeah, a Twinkie is like the most preservative snack cake that you can get. It's pumped full of all the good preservatives and it will last like forever. If you have a box of Twinkies, they should be in your safe room or whatever it is, apocalypse supply, because they will last. They will last years and years and years. But yeah, they're like a little sponge cake, like a vanilla sponge cake with, some kind of weird white filling inside. You guys haven't had Twinkies?
I don't think. No, but I don't think we even have anything similar to that. Like,
no, it's not like
usually we have something that's like the same, but it's called a different name.
I don't even know what sort of sweet you could get like in a pack unless it was like chocolate or something.
Yeah, we have all. Okay, so we have like these things. I mean, we have tons of brands, but like the most popular brand is like the Little Debbie cakes. And I mean, Little Debbie hates Americans. She just wants them to be fat and unhealthy and have diabetes. But diabetes, like you guys don't even know that from the commercial. But anyways, it doesn't matter. They're terrible, and they're all some kind of cake, and they're all like filled with some kind of cream. It's like every variation of some kind of some kind of circular or oblong cake filled with some kind of white cream. It's there's ho-hos and ding dongs and their names too. Like, where are...
You're making this up now.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
There's ho-hos.
Like a ding
And
a ding dong here is another word for like a penis. Like, oh, don't touch your ding
Yeah, yeah.
dong. You know what I mean? Like, that's
Well,
weird.
well, these ding dongs are filled with cream substance, and they're a thing that most Americans will eat.
I've even heard people here say like, keep your hand off your Twinkie.
Yeah.
So
Ding dongs look like hockey pucks. They're like chocolate things. They're round chocolate things, and they have like this white cream filling. They're a Hostess thing, but like Little Debbie has all the... and the grossest thing is the oatmeal cake. There's like, first of all, no one wants the fucking oatmeal cookie or cake or any, like, get out of here. But they're two highly processed oatmeal cakes with like this thin cream. It's all the same cream. It's all the same cream filling. So, and they're disgusting. My dad would get those. I was like, well, then I'm not eating a dessert. So there you go. You did it.
Punjab said Nutty Buddy's so good. I've never heard of that one either.
Nutty Buddy. Now, Nutty Buddy, also, I hate Nutty Buddies because they're peanut butter. So they're like those thin, I call them old people cookies. They're wafer cookies. They're like in their peanut butter-ish substance on the inside and coated with the chocolate-ish substance on the outside. So, yeah, Nutty Buddies. Woo. I mean, all the Little Debbie things, just they're terrible. They're terrible.
Well, Steve
said in
the chat, don't forget snowballs with pink coconut flakes. That's not a thing here either.
There you go.
Yeah, it is.
Snowballs.
Well, where is that a thing? I've never seen.
Yeah, I love them. I used to eat them all the time.
Can you get them from the
Until
servo?
I couldn't have dairy.
Oh,
Can you
I don't know if that's dairy in there. Not in ours.
Can you get them at the servo? Or are they from the
So
supermarket?
you can get them from Coles.
Mm.
Yeah. Supermarket.
Titus in here saying that he likes oatmeal stuff. I mean, I okay, I get that. I get that you would probably like oatmeal cookies, and I have actually had one good oatmeal cookie in my life, but come on, they're gross.
And also, Titus in the chat, GTG and I have COVID as well. So I want to say the sympathy that you gave Euclid when he had his.
Well, okay, I'm gonna move on from that. And I'm gonna say, well, here in America, we will take the Twinkie, and then we will deep fry that Twinkie. So
why would you deep fry?
We double down. I have no idea. They also deep fry Oreo cookies. It's so weird. I guess people here will deep fry anything because we have a lady here named Paula Dean, and she will deep fry butter. She calls it butter, but no, booter. I don't know. Anyways, she
It's
deep
like
fries.
just to guarantee you to a heart attack, or
Yes.
like there's just
Pretty
no
much.
messing around. Like you're just instantly going to have a heart attack.
So, okay, Titus is showing you guys some love. There's a sad face and a oh no, get well soon. I don't know if that's as much as he gave Yuki. So, I mean, you can.
Yeah, I feel special now.
can go.
So thanks for that, Titus. But we feel pretty good anyway, so it's all good.
Oh, fried ice cream too. Yeah, we do fried ice cream too. Just some kind of weird, freak of nature. But that goes along with the fried butter. Like, how do you do that? How do you even do that?
Well, Steve has said that he's had deep fried Kool-Aid. Is that what you're talking about?
Deep fried Kool-Aid? How do you deep fry a liquid? What is that? I don't know, but I don't even know why this made me think of it, because I think I was thinking, wait, if you froze it and then you deep fried it, I don't know, but there is something absolutely disgusting here. I have no idea if you guys have it or not, but it's frozen pickle juice. Like, people are drinking pickle juice now and they're freezing it, and I'm disturbed.
I feel like Titus probably drinks pickle juice.
You think?
Well, I think we'll end the podcast on that note anyway. And if you are listening, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and also hit the notification bell. Like, we do like doing
Yes.
the podcast, but it would be nice to have some love thrown our way as well.
Yeah. Oh my God! Wait a minute. Why is no one deep frying gravy? Why are we not doing frozen gravy? Like, instead of the deep fried butter, it's like deep fried gravy. Okay. All right. You can end on that. That we can end on probably.
All right, then. Well, thanks for everyone for listening in anyway and having a chat with us.
Thank
See you
you
guys.